Hi, I'm Flo. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, I will guide you through a 25-minute full body strength workout where we will focus on upper body strength, standing postures as well as core. All you need is your mat and your willpower to give your best. Let's begin. comfortable seat. I like to sit in hero's pose on the heels. You can also sit cross-legged, really doesn't matter. Sit nice and tall, plant your hands wherever it's comfortable, and close your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose, and out through the mouth. 2 more like this. Find some more stillness within. Once again, sit nice and tall, relax your shoulders down from the ears. We always want to start our practice from a place of stillness and silence, and then move from there. And slowly blink your eyes open. Find your way into tabletop. Come onto all fours. The hands are right below the shoulders, the hips above the knees. Come onto your toes and then move back to the heels, stretch out the feet. Press into your palms, spread the fingers a little bit so it feels natural for your fingers. And then move forward, keep the arms straight. Move the shoulders forward, stretch out the wrists. Move the hips back and forward. Stretching out the feet, moving back, and the wrists moving forward. 1 more time back, 1 more forward. Stay here, make circles around the wrists. Switch directions. Keep the arms straight. Now fingertips pointing away from each other. Lean to your right side, the right palm lifts up, and then over to the left. Keep both arms straight and try to stay on the toes. So we continue to stretch out the feet. Back to neutral. Fingertips pointing towards the knees. Sit back to the heels, palms lift up, stretch out the forearms. If you want more, find a bend in your arms. And keep that breath nice and soft. Try to continue to breathe nice and soft and controlled through the nose. Release. Sit on the heels, shake out the wrists. And find your way into plank pose. Knees lift up, press the ground away, really push the ground away. See if you can create more space between the chest and the ground. And then tuck your tailbone, engage the core, lift your hips up a little bit higher. So instead of having it straight down like this and even sagging in the shoulder blades, you want to press up and lift the hips up a little bit to engage your core. If you need more of a wrist warm-up, you can move forward and back, come onto your toes and then back. Otherwise, hold it here and breathe. Maybe even close your eyes. Keep pushing the ground away. And shift forward, come high onto your toes, bend your arms, chaturanga, elbows touching the ribcage. Press up, plank pose. Move forward, chaturanga. Up to plank. 3 more. Down to chaturanga. Up to plank. Forward and down. And up. Last one. Back up, plank pose. Now widen your stance, keep pushing the ground away. Rotate your heels over to the right side. Dip the hips down, let them hover. Through plank, come back over to the left. Over to the right. Keep the arms straight the entire time. And keep pushing the ground away, nice and slow, warming up the core here, our obliques, our side body. Maybe more than warming them up. Let's do 1 more each side. Back to plank pose. Come onto your forearms. Forearm plank. Same thing as in plank, keep pushing the ground away, press into your elbows, pull and push the shoulder blades away from each other, and keep the forearms parallel to each other, just like train tracks. From here, move over to the right side, dip the hips down, over to the left, over to the right, to the left, over to the right. As you come to center, maybe straighten the arms. lower down to the left, to center, maybe straighten the arms, lower down to the right, center, left, center, straighten, down, right, center, straighten, to the left, straighten, down, over, center, last one, and bring the forearms back down, hold forearm plank, keep pushing into your elbows, lift the hips up a little bit higher, tuck your tailbone, core strong and engaged. One more deep breath in, exhale, release. Untuck your toes, press into your hips, press your feet down, lift the chest up. Lift your hands up off the ground as well. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Move the hips back to the heels and find your way up to downward facing dog. Walk your dog for a moment, pedal one heel down to the ground and the other. Find some movement here, especially if it's the first downward facing dog of your day. And then transform that movement into stillness. Keep pushing the ground away. Push the chest towards the thighs. Maybe the knees are bent. What we're looking for is opening the shoulders. From here, if you can, with both elbows at the same time, bring them down to the ground. Let them hover and bring them back up. Downward dog. Lower down. And hover. Keep the legs straight. Keep the hip lifted high. Let's do one more. And bring them all the way down, dolphin pose. Keep pushing into your forearms. Work the chest towards your thighs. Look between the thumbs. Keep the legs straight. Move the nose forward towards the thumbs. And then push it back. Dolphin pose. Move forward. And back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Last one. Back to dolphin. Now from dolphin we're going to chaturanga. Shift forward, elbows lift up, chaturanga. Back to dolphin. Forward chaturanga. Back to dolphin. One more. Dolphin. Now forward chaturanga. Straighten the arms, plank. Bend the arms, chaturanga. Dolphin. Let's do two more. Chaturanga. Plank. Chaturanga, dolphin, chaturanga, plank, chaturanga, back to dolphin. One more time forward to chaturanga. And we're gonna hold. Elbows touching the rib cage. Do not bend your arms more than 90 degrees. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. On your inhale, flex your butt, lift everything up. For locust pose, the feet lift, the thigh lift, chest, arms, everything lifts up. Lift up a little bit higher. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Move the hips back to the heels. And find your way to hero's pose. Close your eyes for a moment. Sit nice and tall. Palms facing upwards. Use that time to slow the breath down. See if you can slow down your heart rate as well. And find your way back to downward dog. With your next inhale, lift the right leg up. Three-legged dog. Keep pushing into your palms. Keep pushing the ground away. Work the chest towards the left thigh. On your inhale, come high onto your left toes. Exhale, right knee to the right triceps. Rotate the left heel down to the ground. Reach your left arm up. Now bring the right knee down to the right wrist. Pull it back up. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. For 3, 2, 1, and back to three-legged dog. Right foot to the nose, right knee to the nose. Round your back. Step the right foot between the hands. Crescent lunge, rise up. Bring your hands to your hips first. Pull the right hip back a little bit. And then tuck your tailbone, engage the core. Lengthen out through your spine. Maybe reach your arms up. If you want, close your eyes. Straighten your arms. Energize through your fingertips. As if you're holding something up and over your head. Can you slow and soften the breath down? A little bit more. Try to push the right foot forward and try to push the left foot back as if you're stretching out the mat. Now shift forward, come up onto the right foot for warrior 3. Bring your hands at the heart, or reach the arms forward, up and over your head, you decide. Try to soften the left hip down, and lengthen out through the upper body, through the crown of your head forward. At the same time, energize through the left heel to the back of your mat. And then breathe, slow it down. Slowly release, land the left foot, warrior 2. Adjust your stance, make sure you can see the right big toe inside the right knee. Soften the shoulders down and energize through your fingertips to the front and back of the mat. On your inhale, reverse. And then reach with the right hand towards the back of the mat. Reach, 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 reach back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cartwheel the hands down. Step the right foot back. One-legged plank. Shift forward. Bend your arms, chaturanga. Press up, knee to nose. Bring it back, lower down. Up, knee to nose. One-legged plank, one-legged chaturanga. One-legged plank, knee to nose. One more. Bring the right knee to the triceps, hold it there. Maybe reach the left arm forward for awkward plank. Soften the breath down. And release. Come all the way down to the ground. Locust pose again. Lift the chest up, lift your feet up, your legs. Lift everything up. And release. If you want, take an upward dog. Straighten your arms, push the ground away. And downward dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, let it go. Through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more. Seal your lips. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Come high onto your right toes. Exhale, left knee to the left triceps. Hold it there. Right heel down, right arm up. Slide the left knee down and lift it up. Bring it down to the left wrist. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. 3, 2, 1. Back to three-legged dog, left leg up. Come high onto the right toes. Exhale, left knee to the nose. Keep pushing the ground away. Round your back. Left foot between the hands. Press and lunge, find your stance, rise up. Bring your hands to your hip first, move the left hip back. The right hip a little bit more forward, maybe up if it came down. Look down to your left big toe. Make sure you can see it inside the left knee. If you want, reach your arms up. Find that breath in those strong poses, those strong holds. Just tell yourself you can do one more inhale and one more exhale. And then repeat. And when you're ready, warrior 3. Right leg floats up, bring your hands to the heart. Or arms over your head. Lower the right hip down so it's almost on the same height as the left. Can you lift your right leg up a little bit higher, but keep the right hip low. Spine is nice and long. The head is reaching forward. The breath is soft. Slowly release, warrior 2. Find your stance. And again, find that stance here with the left knee, the left big toe. Just so that the left thigh is tracking the same direction as the left toe, as the left foot. And then soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Active in the fingers, the fingertips. Reverse it. And then pull the left arm over. Reach, reach, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Step the left foot back, one-legged plank. Shift forward, bend your arms, chaturanga. Come up, knee to nose. One-legged plank, one-legged chaturanga. One-legged plank, knee to nose. 3 more. Last one. Left knee, left triceps. Hold or reach the right arm forward for awkward plank. One variation of it. Shaking is good. It means we're working. Right hand down. Extend the left leg back. Lower all the way down. Locust pose. Lift everything up. The chest, the thighs, everything. Lift up even more. And then grab your ankles for floor bow. Extend your legs into your palms. Flex your butt even more. And release. When you're ready, back to downward dog. And set the knees down. Hero's pose. Palms facing upwards. Soften the breath down. Now we're all going to meet at the front of the mat in Malasana Yogi Squat, so you can come to a downward dog and then step or walk the feet there, or you float up to a handstand. You'll all meet in Malasana. Feet are outside the hands. Bring the palms together, the arms inside your thighs. And then rise up for goddess pose. So the stance is pretty wide. The feet and the toes are pointing in the same direction as the thighs. Sit the hips nice and low, hands to the heart. If you want, extend them out to the sides. Tuck your tailbone, keep the spine nice and long, and see if you can sit a little bit deeper. Can you soften the breath down even more? And straighten your legs, fold forward. Heel toe the feet to the mat. Keep about hip width apart. Bend your knees again, find chair pose. Same thing, tuck your tailbone, engage the core, pull the lower belly in, sit the hips down even deeper. Reach your arms up a little bit higher. A little bit lower. A little bit lower. Heels lift up. Fold forward, connect the heels. Slowly come onto your butt for boat pose. And from boat pose, lower down, half boat. Keep the heels lifted. Shoulder blades lifted as well. Reach your arms up and over your head. Hold. Press your lower back into the ground. And again, shaking is normal. That's good. It's encouraged. Maybe start to pedal your legs. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1, and release. Bend your feet, bend your knees, bring the heels close to your hips, press into your heels, lift your hips up, quick bridge pose to counter, engage your glutes, lift your hips up high. And slowly release the hips back down. Take a moment here, windshield wiper your legs. Hug them into your chest. Take a deep breath in, fill the lungs all the way up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Release your heels to the corners of the mat. Palms facing upwards for Shavasana, the final pose of our practice. Relax your body. Fully melt into the ground. Let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Feel free to stay as long as you want in this pose. Take your well-deserved rest. And I see you on the mat soon. Thank you so much. Have a great day.